Briarwood, Ohio, was a town people trusted without ever questioning why. It was the kind of place where doors stayed unlocked until midnight, where parents worried more about speeding cars than strangers, where crime existed only on television, in distant cities with unfamiliar names. That illusion lasted until October 14th. On that Tuesday evening, 22-year-old Lily Harper finished her shift at the Briarwood Public Library. She had worked there since high school. Everyone knew her. She was reliable, quiet, predictable in the way small towns value most. At 8:47 p.m., security cameras recorded Lily locking the front door. She adjusted her jacket, waved briefly to a coworker across the street, and walked toward the parking lot behind the building. Nothing about her behavior suggested fear. Nothing suggested urgency. At 9:06 p.m., Lily called her mother. The call connected. There was no greeting, no words, just breathing. Then a sudden noise, metallic, sharp, out of place. The line went dead. Her mother tried calling back, straight to voicemail. By 11:30 p.m., Lily hadn't come home. That alone wasn't unusual. What worried her parents was the silence. Lily always answered, always texted, always checked in. At 12:14 a.m., the Briarwood Police Department opened a missing person case. By sunrise, the town knew. Police tape surrounded Cedar Road, a narrow stretch just outside town limits, where Lily's car had been discovered. It was parked at an awkward angle, half on the shoulder, half in the dirt. The driver's door was open. Inside the car, everything looked normal. Her purse sat on the passenger seat. Her keys were still in the ignition. There were no signs of a struggle. Her phone was missing. Investigators would later say that detail changed everything. If Lily had left voluntarily, she would have taken her phone. If there had been a violent abduction, there would likely have been evidence. Whatever happened to Lily Harper had been fast, controlled, quiet. The search began immediately. Police officers walked shoulder to shoulder with volunteers. Tracking dogs followed Lily's scent from the car down Cedar Road, then lost it abruptly, as if she had simply vanished into the air. Helicopters scanned nearby fields. Drones flew over tree lines and abandoned properties. Nothing. As the first day ended, local news crews arrived. Briarwood's name appeared on screens across the state, and with exposure came speculation. Some believed Lily ran away. Others whispered about someone she knew. A few spoke of a stranger seen near town earlier that week. Her parents stayed near the search command center, refusing to leave. "She's out there," her mother said. "She's waiting." On the second day, rain began to fall. The search slowed. Mud erased footprints. Volunteers grew tired. Fear crept in quietly, settling into conversations that ended too abruptly. Police interviewed everyone Lily had spoken to in the days before her disappearance. Friends, coworkers, neighbors. Nothing stood out. She had no known enemies, no secret plans, no reason to leave. By the third day, the town prepared for the possibility no one wanted to voice. That was when a local mechanic came forward. He remembered repairing a white cargo van late on the night Lily disappeared. The driver was nervous, avoided questions, paid in cash, left town less than an hour later. It wasn't evidence, but it was the first lead. Police issued an alert statewide. The van wasn't found. What Briarwood didn't know was that Lily Harper was still alive. She was being held nearly 20 miles away, inside an abandoned storage facility scheduled for demolition. The man who took her never tied her hands, never raised his voice. That frightened her more than violence would have. He told her she was safe, that she would be released when things calmed down. His tone was casual, almost reassuring. Lily didn't argue. She listened, she watched. She memorized details, sounds, routines, patterns. She counted time by the rumble of trains in the distance. And she waited. By the fifth night, exhaustion weighed heavier than fear. That was when she noticed the fire alarm. Old, yellowed, overlooked. When the man stepped outside to answer a phone call, Lily pulled it. The alarm screamed through the building. She ran, barefoot, injured, desperate. A passing driver heard the noise and called 911. Police arrived within minutes. They found Lily hiding near the tree line, cold, shaking, but alive. The man was arrested before sunrise. Evidence inside the van linked him to multiple attempted abductions across the state. Briarwood learned how close it had come to tragedy. Lily returned home days later. The town gathered. People cried, hugged, stood silently. Briarwood would return to being quiet, but it would never be careless again.